Hello everyone, I'm Angela Lee Duckworth, motivational speaker. When I say I'm going to win, I'm not talking about luck, I'm not talking about talent, and I'm definitely not talking about things being easy. I'm talking about what happens when you decide, truly decide, that you're going to stick with something not for days or weeks, but for as long as it takes. Winning is not a moment, it's a mindset. It doesn't come wrapped in applause or trophies. It comes in quiet moments when you choose effort over comfort, practice over procrastination, resilience over resignation. It's in the mornings when you show up tired, unsure, maybe even afraid, but you show up anyway. Because that's what winning demands. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just need to be the one who doesn't quit. Again and again, research shows us that the people who ultimately succeed aren't always the most naturally gifted. They're the ones who outlast, outwork, and outlearn everyone else. That's the secret no one wants to tell you because it sounds too hard. But the truth is, it works. You will fall, you will fail, you will doubt yourself. But if you keep going, if you keep learning, if you stay curious and committed, then you haven't lost. You're just in the middle of the story. And that story isn't over. So when I say I'm going to win, I don't mean I already have. I mean I won't stop until I do. When we think of winners, athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, scholars, we often attribute their success to natural talent. We admire their abilities as if they were born destined for greatness. But talent, while helpful, is never the whole story. In fact, it's often not even the most important part. More often than not, the real engine behind success is perseverance, the willingness to keep going, especially when things get hard. Talent is a starting point, not a finish line. It may give someone a slight edge in the beginning, but that edge fades quickly if it isn't matched by consistent effort. Perseverance, on the other hand, is what carries people across the long and often painful road toward mastery. It's what gets you to show up day after day, even when the results aren't immediate, even when progress is slow, and even when failure feels like the only thing you're good at. Think about it. How many talented individuals have you seen who never quite live up to their potential? Maybe it's the classmate who was naturally good at math but never studied, or the athlete who had raw skill but didn't want to practice. Their talent gave them a head start, but it didn't take them very far. Why? Because they lacked the discipline to keep going. They lacked perseverance. Perseverance, by contrast, is about staying in the game long enough to get better. It's about making mistakes and learning from them. It's about understanding that growth is rarely fast or flashy. It happens in quiet, unglamorous moments, surviving the paper one more time, doing another set of drills, or pushing through when you'd rather quit. This kind of work doesn't get applause. It doesn't go viral. But it builds something talent alone never can: resilience. This is especially important when things go wrong, because they will. Everyone hits obstacles. Everyone fails, but the person who wins isn't the one who avoids failure. It's the one who keeps moving through it, learning, adjusting, and showing up again. That kind of mindset isn't built on talent, it's built on grit. The beauty of perseverance is that it's available to everyone. Not everyone is born with talent, but everyone can choose to persist. You don't need to be extraordinary to work hard. You just need to care deeply enough to keep going. And if you keep going long enough, you will improve, you will grow, you will get better, and one day that consistency will turn into excellence. So yes, talent might make things easier in the beginning, but it's perseverance that writes the ending, and if you're willing to keep showing up, to keep trying, to keep learning, then you are already on the path to winning, not because it's easy, but because you didn't give up.